Well, come one, come all. Welcome back. We are preparing for our adventure for the week. So tomorrow is my birthday, okay? So we are going to go on a trip, enjoy ourselves, relax, and today finalized the last piece of work that I'm going to be doing for the next 7 days. So I am very excited about that, okay? So it is in pure retreat mode, pure pull away from all things work related, and just enjoy the family. And so we still will be documenting, so we'll still be vlogging, but I will be doing it without a laptop. So we're gonna go out today, do a little shopping, prepare for our trip, and then come back, pack, and do all the things. Gonna go get the girls ready so we can get out of here and go enjoy this final day in Florida before we head out to our trip tomorrow.
All right, y'all. Hey, we about to get ready to go to the store. Kennedy, what's up, baby? I see you. Yeah, Kennedy, that's Zariah. Let's go, y'all. Hey, y'all ready? Hey, you can freshen up, Zariah. Let's go. Bro. All right, look. Let's go get changed.
You turn it like this so you can see.
This.
Just give me some lotion.
This. Like your hair? No, don't. Go.
Turn it. Because we had yet to pack not a pair of socks, okay, for this trip, we were running into the mall to get a few things, and the goal was for us to get in and out of here pretty quick and act like we really needed to get back and pack. But, you know, true to Haynes' form, we didn't do that at all. The girls end up being distracted by some contraption in the mall. Kennedy wanted to get spinned around on a spin top. Like, we ended up wasting a lot of time in this mall before we actually got focused and got what we needed and got out. But here we go. you see, when you cheat on your nail tech, you gotta deal with all of this. So because I haven't been home in a while and going to all these different places, I went to a place the other day because my nails was just horrendous. And I got these done and it's already chipped. It was 2 days ago that I got my nails done. So I'm gonna go into this other place and see if they can not have it. It's really thin though, right? Like my nail tech has never done them that thin. I don't like long nails. But this chip is, that's right. So we stopped by Best Buy after I was able to get my nail fixed and made this investment. So because the trip we're going on is going to have a lot of water involved, we finally said, let's go ahead and get the GoPro because we want to be able to record as much as possible. And we know this vlog is going to be going on forever. So we went ahead and made the investment. But Rara was, she was pretty done with us at this point. It had been a lot of ripping and running. And so she passed out on us. But we got our GoPro. We got our GoPro. Got my nail fixed. They didn't have time to do all my nails. So they just fixed it. So I'll take it. But we're going to come and get a few things that we need to pack. It is, what time is it? Almost 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
We still haven't packed. So we need to make it quick and get up out of here. Get packing and get some rest because we have to get up very early in the morning. So
the attitude of this place.
it's 2:40 in the morning. I've packed like 30% of what I need to pack. I'm like, you're not even packing from home. This should be so easy. Because like all your stuff is not even here. So why is it so hard? I don't know. I'm watching this Lifetime movie called Sister Wife Murder. And I may not accomplish much this evening because I'm about to go to sleep and just finish packing in the morning. I'm going to finish this movie. Because it's good. Because it starts out, you think that one person is going to be the one that's murdered. And then I'm thinking it's somebody else now. As soon as it's over, I'm going to decide if I can muster up some energy and finish this sad display of packing. It's my birthday though. Thank God for another year. Thank God for another year. May He give me strength to pack tonight. I don't do good packing in the morning. Just so you know. I have a winning streak in packing in the morning. I have to just get most of this done tonight. Pray my strength. It's my birthday. Thank you. It's my birthday. Last I checked in, I was in the middle of packing and it wasn't looking too good, but we made it out of the house. And we are on our way to Port of Miami, and we are going, I haven't told them where we're going yet, so let's tell them today. We are going on a cruise. So we are very excited. We haven't been on a cruise in a while. We did go on one last year, but we were working. It was an event I was coordinating. The fam was with me, but we were all working. We were in sessions and business sessions, and then having to coordinate, it's not the same, okay? So the last time we went on a cruise just for fun was, that is crazy, 2014 when Papa and Mari were getting married.
Yeah.
They got married.
They got married.
And they did like this huge family honeymoon situation. I've never really seen anybody do something like this, but it was so much fun. And that was the last time I was pregnant with Kennedy.
Yeah.
So almost 10 years ago since I've been on a cruise just for fun. So we were already in Florida, and as you know, it's just a lot of cruises come out of Florida. So we were like, let's just do it. And we were able to find one that was a great deal, and it was leaving the day of my birthday, so it was just perfect. So it just worked out. That's what we're doing. And so while we're in the car, we're going to do some Q&A. I'm excited about this. I just put a post up on my Instagram story, so hopefully you caught it, and you can have your question in the mix, and then we're going to answer your questions in this car. Also, I want to say, okay, when was this? Yeah, when did you and Cash Money start being sneaky behind my back and putting together this birthday montage?
This is yesterday.
Okay, wow. All right, so yesterday, apparently he was up to things with Cassandra, who you've already met on the vlog, and they were putting together a birthday montage, and I had no idea.
It was all her.
It was Cass's idea, but she didn't know all my people, so he had to help. So get this. So we're packing last night. You saw me. We were up went shopping till about 11. We didn't even get back to the Airbnb till like 11 o'clock at night. And then once we got back, we start packing for the first time. Like, we had nothing packed at all. So by the time we actually laid down, it was
Today.
It was yesterday, today, tomorrow, yesterday. Okay, it was 5 something in the morning. We woke up late. We were supposed to get up at 7. We woke up at 8:40. Like, we're running around the house, getting the girls together, getting ourselves together, you know, taking trash out, just doing all the things. And I didn't look at my Instagram yet because I had too much going on. First of all, I was doing a time lapse of us getting ready on this phone, which is the phone I would have checked it on. So that phone was tied up. Then we get in the car, and I'm trying to figure out how to put the GoPro together because we want to use it on the cruise, and we were going to do a time lapse of us going to Miami, right? Meanwhile, I'm not on my phone. So the post was probably up for 3 hours. I'll put a little clip right here.
It's a real one's birthday. It's a real one's birthday. Yo, this birthday is about to disrupt. It's about to break the rules. It's going to be supernatural. All of those things. Happy birthday, sis. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear friend, sister, Tiffany. Happy birthday to you. Listen, I love you so much, sis. I pray that today is everything you ever thought it could be and more. You deserve it. You are the best, okay? You're number one in my book. Always have been and always will be, okay?
Hey Tiff, it's Pop. Happy birthday to you. I have been truly blessed since God put you in my life, and I thank Him for it on a regular basis. Happy birthday to you, baby, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Mom. Listen, I know I can't be with you. I hope you have a great day. You were an amazing mom, like amazing. Words can't describe. You were the absolute best. I really appreciate you so much. I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you're with amazing people.
Hey Tiff, happy birthday. Have an amazing day, honey. I love you. Happy birthday. I love you, Tiff, and I hope you have the best birthday ever. You are beautiful, and you are talented, and you are a gift. And I hope that you enjoy today and your week off.
Hey, baby girl, it's your birthday. Go, shawty. Oh, no, let's not do that one. Happy birthday. No, I can't sing. Anyway, I love you so much. Happy birthday. What are you, 40? Shh, I'm not going to tell. Happy birthday, baby girl. I love you through the years. It's been a blessing being your mom. I'm getting emotional. I had 2 boys. I prayed and I asked God to give me a girl. And this was back in the days when you couldn't get a sonogram and tell what your baby's going to be. So I took 4 baby dolls and I put them in each corner of the crib. And I prayed and I believed and I trusted. And you are the evidence. You're the greatest. I love you. Happy birthday from Mommy.
And so there it is. So it was so sweet. A lot of my family and friends and all of that put a post together for me, and Cassandra just posted it this morning. And so it was a great birthday gift. Great birthday gift. All right, so let's get into the questions. Okay, first question. Where were you born? So I was born in Vicenza, Italy. My father was military. So we were on a military base, Vicenza, Italy, when I was born. A lot of times people ask me, do you speak Italian? I left when I was 2. Okay, so I don't speak Italian, nor did my parents. So therefore, I don't. I did get to go back when I was in high school because we were in Germany at the time. Same reason, military. So I did get to go back to Italy when I was in high school to kind of experience it. But I was on a school trip, and I really feel like I did not pay attention. Like, literally. I just don't feel like I paid attention. I was just more concerned with hanging out with my friends. So I really would love to go back as an adult and really experience. Wouldn't that be cool? And really experience it and take it all in and actually have a memory in my head of Italy. You know what I mean? Because I don't really have the memory. I just have it on my passport that that's where I was born, you know? So, where were you born in?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
New Orleans, Louisiana. So he was born and raised in New Orleans. When did you spend some time in Washington State? With your dad from the military?
Like 2000.
Yes, because we don't have his mic.
2002.
2002, okay. So he spent a little time there, but he was in New Orleans up until Katrina. So up until Katrina brought him to Dallas, where we ended up meeting. So while Katrina was a whole tragedy, I mean, it was terrible. I don't think he would have been in Dallas if it wasn't for Katrina. He would have still been in New Orleans, you think, for the rest of your life?
Nah, my mom always wanted to live
somewhere else. But do you think she would have actually moved?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. All right. So maybe we would have met, but definitely because of Katrina, he moved to the Dallas area. That was a good segue into our next question, which is, how did we meet? How did we meet, Sir Kenneth? So, okay, let's give a little backstory before we met. As we just mentioned, Katrina brought Kenneth to the Dallas area, okay? And after they have lived in a few places, because you know when you come from Katrina, it takes a while for you to figure out where life is gonna put you, right, to get settled. So they found this apartment, and he's there living in that apartment, living on the 3rd floor. Okay, Tiffany's living her own life, all right, and she's getting ready to get an apartment, and she ends up getting an apartment on the 2nd floor, and Kenneth was right upstairs from me. Okay, so I'm there now. Of course, there I'm single, and anytime I would take the trash out, the trash can was incredibly far from the apartments to me. To be walking all the way down there, it was far, right? Yeah, what would you say? How far? Like, I don't know. How far? Quarter mile?
Yeah.
Maybe quarter mile. Okay, so just to be honest, it was about a quarter mile, but it was a good little walk. And so what I would do is I would take my trash and I would go walk downstairs to my car, and I would set the trash on top of the trunk of my car, and I would take my trash out on my way out if I was going to go run errands or something. So Kenneth saw that I was doing this, okay? He saw that I was doing this, and he asked me, like, I can just take that for you. Like, I can just take the trash for you. So the first time he saw it and stopped me, he took it for me in that moment. But after that, he would just stop by. He would just knock on the door. He was very gentlemanlike. He would stand, you know, outside the door and be like, hey, I'm taking my trash out. Do you want me to take your trash out? And I'd be like, oh my God, yes, oh my God. So I would gather the trash, and then I would take it to him. He would just stand outside the door and wait for me to come back. And then I would bring him my trash bags, and he would take my trash, okay? Now, he didn't know this at the time, but my love language, okay, is acts of service. So I thought this was so kind to him to do that. I just, I would grow to learn that he's just a very chivalrous man, period. But I just thought this was just the kindest thing. But in my mind, I'm thinking he's too young for my mind to go anywhere else. But the fact that he was kind, right? He was young. And see, y'all look at him now. You don't understand what he looked like when I met him. How old were you? 19?
20.
But you turned 20 when you asked me for my number.
Yeah.
But you were 19. See, he was 19, so he looked like a baby. And so I didn't really think much of it. But he always would come ask, to the point that if a few days went by, I'd be like, where my friend? Where have you been? I'm like, dang, he ain't come check on me. So it was just really the sweetest thing. And then, but he would never try to talk to me or anything like that at the moment. But then one time, I think you said you waited till you turned 20. You felt like
I did. I had to. I couldn't let you tell me no. That was, oh my God.
So when he turned 20, he asked me for my phone number. But I still saw him as a baby. So sometimes I would answer, sometimes I wouldn't. He used to get very frustrated with me because he'd be like, you was some funny acting, a little something. But still would love the fact he still would come and take my trash out. But I still was trying to work through the fact that he was so young. I really should show them how young you looked back in the day. A baby. He looked like a baby. But anyway, we started to talk more, and we really just became really good friends. I would say we became really good friends, and after that, I think the rest is history. Okay, so next question: what did you do before becoming an entrepreneur? You want to go first?
Yeah, I go first.
Okay.
First, I started working at a paint company.
This is where we go back and forth. Cause I'd be like, can you hand me that blue pillow? He'd be like, he'd be so disgusted. He'd be like, that's not blue. I know my colors. I worked at, I won't say the company name because they're not paying us, but he would always just, to this day. Like, you haven't worked there in 20 years, sir.
The pillow be purple, y'all. Pillow be purple, and we talking about blue.
It don't.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't. He be being petty. I think, you gotta say he's was a truck driver, owner-operator truck driver. So before he was owner-operator, he had a CDL and was a company driver.
Yes, I was a company driver.
Right. So he did the paint store, okay? And then just a few other little things before he got his CDL. And he was
I
a
also
driver.
Went to school for electrical.
That's right. And he can hang TVs, and he does all the things.
Run wires, cable.
Yeah. He still does it for people to this day.
Yep. Hang ceiling fans.
Yep. And he is the handyman of all handymans. I don't know if in another video I was talking about how Kennedy likes to do anything with her hands. She's very creative. And he is the exact same way. Like, she got that from him. So anything like with his hands, he can fix immediately. You should have seen me on the struggle bus trying to get this GoPro going, and it was just tearing him up inside because he's driving. He's like, we'll figure it out later. So but he can fix anything, put anything together. He's very good at that. But to the point, I think we would get annoyed because if anybody had anything broken, I'd be like, just let me call Kenneth. Like, he'll be able to fix it.
I'm talking about, like,
it just didn't matter.
I'm your Superman.
It is, okay?
I'm
is.
Superman.
So I just feel like it ain't nothing he can't do. Okay, advice to your younger self. Advice to your younger self. And then what would you tell the Kenneth that got here from Katrina, that felt displaced and was overwhelmed by this whole experience? The Kenneth now, what would you tell that Kenneth?
This is not forever, it's just a season.
Yeah.
It's just a season.
That's right.
That's all it is.
That's right. This too shall pass.
This too shall pass, yeah.
This too shall pass. Praise God. You
And time heals all things.
You know what I'm saying? And I was about to come. You know what I'm saying? Cause okay, very good. I think I would tell my younger self, the minute you realize that everything is your fault, the game will change. I think that's what I would tell my younger self.
That's good.
Hurry up and realize that. hurry up and take accountability so that you can have control so that you can make a change. Because, honey, it was everybody's fault but mine. Are we going to have more children?
Then we gonna have more kids. You ready? I told you let's have a. I said.
He don't mean it. He does not mean it. First of all, his shadow back here. His shadow. There's no room for another child right now. She'd be like, listen. Or she would be like, you don't get to call him daddy. You can call him Mr. Haynes.
He's not your daddy. He's my daddy.
We won't be. Not another person was get to call him daddy. The fact these other two get to call him that before I got here.
Right.
I'm gonna let them make it. But ain't gonna be no new friends. So I don't know.
For sure.
We would have to see. Right now our answer is no. We're very content with our 3. But we have heard a few prophetic words that they feel like we got one more in it. So I say only but a miracle from the Lord.
For sure.
If God, a miracle would happen.
Yes.
Okay.
God would have to give it to us.
That's right. Amen.
For sure.
Okay. So I'm open. If God says, if it's in God's will that we have another baby, I would never say I'm never having another kid. If that makes sense.
Yep.
I always want what God's will is for my life because He knew what my life would look like before I was born. So if it's in His will that we have another baby, then granted, we would love to be a good steward over that baby in the natural while He's the Father in heaven in the spiritual. But I have, it's not on my to-do list. So I'm gonna stop it here for now. I gotta make a few more phone calls back to thank some people that are trying to tell me happy birthday, and then we will be pulling up to the port of Miami very soon. 15 minutes and 15 minutes. So we love you guys, and we will see you in a few.
Alright. Time to get some water in our system. Let's do it. Vitamins, Shackley's. If you haven't heard about it, ask your mama. Alright. It's done. Over. Alright guys, we are on our way to it's called NSAI. It's supposed to be like a songwriting kind of deal where like songwriting people go. And it's like this huge building. We're gonna tour it. We're gonna talk to some songwriters, so it's gonna be amazing. But the Q&A, right? The Q&A. So a lot of the questions y'all been asking, like what inspired me? What inspired me to produce and write? And to that, I'll say just growing up with like music in my family. This whole like we love music, like we adore music, and I noticed how I can help people kind of like experience emotions and just feel good, or you know what I mean. If they need to feel an emotion, they can go to a song and it captivates that emotion for them. Like, I've always wanted to do that, and like I said, I grew up with music. I grew up with choir, theater, music theater, you name it. So just that whole creative side of me has been like brought out my whole life, and so that's why I really focus on it, and why I feel like I've been almost inspired and kind of like subconsciously like pounded in my head to have a creative mind, you know what I mean? And that's, I mean, and I love it too. So I guess that's what inspired me to write songs, just being like involved around music and being in music my whole life. So yeah, I would definitely say that's one. Another question y'all asked were what are my inspirations when it comes to songwriting? Like, who are they, like the songwriting artists? And for that, I would love to say, Definitely Michael Jackson is one. Loved Michael Jackson growing up. It's overall one of my favorites. Justin Timberlake. Old Justin Timberlake, especially. If I had to say like more like my top 3, I would definitely say I'll probably go with Justin Bieber. As basic that might seem, Justin Bieber is one of those guys when it comes to making music. So. Alright, dude. Welcome back. We just it's gonna be very rocky and roady, so excuse the shaking. Yeah, bro, roady. Because the roads. We currently are driving back home. We just got done with our songwriting class for the day. I kind of took you through NSAI. I couldn't show too much clips just because it's a very I don't want all the recording stuff, so I kind of showed some clips here and there. Bro, I got so off track. Workout VR, and then I'm gonna play the game, and hopefully watching some JJK tonight, which is an anime show. But yeah, we're definitely gonna catch up on some JJK. So these are some of the questions that you have come up with. Like I said, question number 3, uno, dos, tres. How did I find out about the school? So finding out the school was, it's not a great story. So I used to go to Berkeley College of Music online, and I mean, I loved what they taught. I couldn't grasp it well because it was online. It just wasn't for me. And I was just like, dang, I wish there was something like this where I could kind of like a trade school for music. I can learn just strictly about music, but be in person, right? And so I literally just looked up online music schools, and I was just kind of going through it, not finding anything that I really like here and there. It just wasn't for me, didn't fit me right. And then I saw about Dark Horse, and I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of cool. And then I actually told him about it, and his first answer was no. He was not finna be here. He was not gonna be here. But I just took some persuading from me and some of my friends, and he was like, you know what? Let's just do it. And so we did it. Are you glad you did it?
No, I hate it.
Well, there you go. There's the inside.
I'm joking.
But speaking of degenerates, how did I meet Brener? Right? That's a question that that y'all have asked, just because I talk about him a lot. So the start of 3rd grade, I went to Melissa, and that's where I met Brener. In my class, Mr. Alvarez's class was our teacher's name. He's he is a horrible person, but I deal with him from time to time, kind of have to type. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I met Brener, just through class. But yeah, no, it's on a real note, he's a great guy. I love him. So yeah, that's how I met Brener. All right, guys. You done?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5. Do you think you'll be an entrepreneur like your parents? No. I'll kind of go in depth. I don't, in a way, yes, just because I know I'm going to work for myself and be a songwriter. So in a way I will work for myself, but as a sense of how they do it and what they do, I don't think so. I don't think I'll go into that style of entrepreneuring. I mean, in the sense of entrepreneurship, working for myself, yes, of course. I definitely don't want to work a 9 to 5 or have a boss in that kind of way. But as far as kind of how they do it and what they do specifically, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going that direction just because I'm going the music route. Question number 6. Who is my dream artist to produce or write for? That's a very good question. Now, if we're talking about dead or alive, Michael Jackson, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't want to write for Michael Jackson? Being in the same room with Michael Jackson and see how he thinks and how he processes music, that'd be amazing. If we're talking about alive, seeing how a crazy hit with Dua Lipa or Chris Brown, how to just make a hit just like that, that would be amazing. Just to be there to just write and produce, that would to have my name under that would be amazing. Justin Timberlake would be so cool just because of how his style of music is. I really think that would be like it. Or like other artists like Giveon or like SZA too would be really cool. But yeah, I would definitely say like those are kind of the people that would like, I would be in awe just to be in that room with them. You know what I mean? And kind of like pick their brains and how they think about music and such. So that's what I would say. That'd be my dream artist to produce and write for. All right, guys, we are at Popeyes. So I'm gonna get some food and then we're gonna big back to McDonald's as well. So should be fun. Stop cussing, bro. I like that spider web.
Can I get the number 1? I'm gonna do no pickles.
Hold on. All right, okay. So you want the number 1?
No. Can I get the number 2 golden barbecue sandwich with bacon and cheese? No side, and then just a large Sprite. All right, guys, we are back in the house. All right, we are going to go and work out like I said we were going to. We're gonna, you know what I mean, go crazy, finish the night off strong. Brener's in there already knocked out somehow. We did watch the anime. We kind of like chilled for a minute, you know, ate our food and whatnot. But now we are back. We're gonna finish the night off strong, and then let me just lie in better over here. Let him do it.
I thought DFW airport was confusing. This here, we don't know where to go. We probably got to exit to come back in. Girl, these are all, you have to go to a certain location based off of who you're cruising with.
Birthday girl.
You must then visit your assigned assembly very much for your kind attention, and we wish you a safe and enjoyable vacation.
This is your script.
All right.
Buon pomeriggio,
Letter you with the
Stazione
drink.
di emergenza
You have
che consiste in pochi
the
semplici
plastic
passi.
and a huge
Guardate
from the elevator when you are enter. Go to the second pass your
Alla sede della fondo della cabina, il
scan
numero
your
8.
card.
We made it!
We made it! Now, you know I'm a woman that's very careful with her words, so I don't like to use the word stress that often. But something conspired since the last time you saw us keying in the car doing Q&A. Because we had us a good old time, didn't we, babe? Everything was going smoothly, okay? We pull up to the parking garage because we are just going to park our rental here. We just rather just have something here when we get off. So we pull up to the parking garage and we prayed. We prayed. There's hubby right there.
We had to use the bathroom really bad, so that was a problem.
Well, we all had to use the restroom, but we prayed and we got out of the vehicle. And oh, remember, so we were bringing our bags out. We were coming down the steps, bringing our bags out, and right as we were coming out of the parking garage, a guy pulls up, like the transportation that brings you to all the cruise ships.
Oh yeah.
Friend.
He popped out of nowhere and we were like perfect.
And we were like, perfect timing. He said, I'm free. All you got to do is, you know, he just takes tips. And he had an official, you know, van and all that. He was with the transportation. So he brings us right out to in front of our cruise ship, okay? And we're very excited about that. And we get out, and my husband was checking the bags, and then you told him we got like a little premium experience situation. So the minute they heard that, then they were like, okay, well, come on in. I'll escort you to the ticket booth. And I had watched a couple YouTube videos of people that had the same experience. And she said, babe, from the moment she got out of her Uber, 12 minutes later, she was on the ship in the lounge waiting for her room with because they had like a little special lounge. I said, now that, I can get with that. I can get with that. So I'm thinking the same thing. I almost want to do a timer because I'm like, we're going to be quickly in the room. So we get in, and then we go right to the check-in. He takes us right to the check-in desk. I have this little folder, has everybody's passports neatly tucked in there. Now I don't have my passport because I'm getting my passport renewed. And anytime you're getting your passport renewed, you can't keep your original passport. If you know that, you may already know that. So I don't have my original passport. I only have my driver's license. But I remembered, and maybe I was wrong, from when I went on a previous cruise, that it was more important for the kids to have like their birth certificate and all that, and the adults just had to have their license. I probably made that up in my head. Being that we booked this about 2-3 days ago, I obviously didn't have time to do deep research on that. So I'm like, well, I have my driver's license. And she was like, okay, well, do you also have your birth certificate? No comprende. Speaking no English. She was like, do you also have your birth certificate? And I'm like, no, I don't have that handy on me. And she says, but I can take a picture of it. So in my heart, I'm like, as many things as we've had to register for, I mean, everything that we've had to do in our lifetime, it's got to be in my email somewhere. I proceeded to look for that passport for 2 hours. And finally, and I was trying to say, don't get stressed, don't get stressed, don't get stressed. So I am trying everything. I'm trying to look in all these different things. I'm trying to go to old emails that I had 10 years ago. I'm like, it's got to be in here somewhere. The lady walks up to me and she says, ma'am, you have 30 minutes to find your birth certificate, or we're gonna have to pull your bags off of this boat, and unfortunately the boat's leaving and we're not gonna be able to get you on here. And even though I was trying to tell myself, don't be stressed, when she gave me that 30 minutes, and by the 30-minute mark, everywhere I had, because I had people looking, everywhere I had thought to have somebody look, they said they couldn't find it. So at the 30-minute mark, I'm losing a little bit of hope at the 30-minute mark. I'm losing, I didn't want to say it out loud, but I'm already thinking, okay, guess we're going to hang out in Miami. I'm starting to, where can we go? I'm hungry. We hadn't eaten a morsel of food. I'm like, what are we going to do? It's coming up on 4 o'clock. Oh my gosh. So my husband calls me because they had me go to like the manager's desk because they were trying really hard to make it work. And so I was born in Italy, as you just found out today. And so they were like, even though you're showing us your picture of your passport and you're showing us birth certificates of your kids, it's showing that you were born in Italy. We don't know that you're a U.S. citizen. I said, okay, I found my voter registration card. You know, you can't vote if you're not a U.S. citizen. So I'm like trying everything. Finally, my husband calls me because I was at the manager's desk and he was like 2 rooms over with the kids. He says, what if you want me to have Papa to go to the house and see if he can find it at the house? And I said, yeah, but I don't even know where to tell him to look. So I think it might be near the printer or something like that in my office. And I'm like, I haven't seen my birth certificate in years. Like, I don't need my birth certificate. I use my passport for things like this. I said, so I just haven't seen it in years. I'm not sure. And he called Papa. And Papa, he left. He was like a first responder, huh?
He was gone.
He the truth.
He the truth. So I hang up with my husband. He says, okay, I said, I guess. And when I'm telling him that, I'm like, did I sound like I had a little hope? I think I just said, yeah. I was like, okay. So he hangs up. I was holding on. I had a little thread. Had a little mustard seed. Okay. Had a little mustard seed. So he hangs up. My dad calls me. He says, I'm on my way. I'm about 8 minutes from your house. I said, okay, well, I got about 20 minutes. Okay, so I need you, if you're going to find it, we don't have a lot of time. And so Papa gets there and he looks at the 3 places that I'm thinking it could be. And he says, I don't see it. No, he did not. He said he couldn't find it. I said, oh no. He said, no, I can't find it. I said, okay, well, go up to my old filing cabinet that's in my office and just start going through those files and we just gonna pray. I said, we got about 17 minutes left. We just gonna pray. And we had till 4 o'clock before they were gonna cut it off. The lady that had been helping us the whole time, she came up to me. She said, 3 weeks ago, this happened to somebody and their passport came in the very last minute. Their passport came in the very last minute. I mean, I keep saying passport. Their birth certificate. They were able to find their birth certificate in the very last minute and they were able to get on the boat. She said, I'm going to pray. I'm literally going to walk away from you right now. And I'm going to pray that you will be like that other person, that this boat will not leave you. That you'll get it in the last minute. And so he's going through the file cabinets and I'm on the phone with him. So he's like, oh, I see something. It's got birth certificate on. It got birth certificate on. And he opens it up. He goes, it's Kennedy's. I said, my God. Okay. All right. My mustard seed looking a little. My mustard seed was looking a little light. I said, whoo. So then I said, Lord, do you not want me to go? Because then I'm starting like, okay, maybe it's just not meant for me to be on this boat, I'm like, so I just said, Lord, if it's your will, if it is okay, and I go on this trip, dispatch the angels that help you find something, okay? Dispatch them now, and please help us find this birth certificate. And all of a sudden, I heard Papa say, certificate of being born abroad. When I heard that, I knew none of these children I got. Been born out of the state of Texas, baby. I knew. I had my laptop open because I was trying to find the birth certificate myself in emails and documents and anything I ever done. And I slammed the laptop closed and I dropped my head and I just about basically wept because I'm like, oh my God. I look at the clock, it's 3:49. With 10 minutes to spare. He said, airdrop it. He said, as soon as he gets it, forget the emails I gave you before. You got to airdrop that thing to me. We got to get this thing printed if you want to have any chance of getting on this ship. And so Papa finally sent it, and I airdropped it to one of the other people that were helping me. And they came back and she said, let's get you checked in.
Here we go.
Thank Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. So here we are. Let me show you our view.
It's beautiful.
Here we are. Beautiful Miami. Beautiful Miami. We made it. We made it. So to everybody that was trying to help me find it, everybody, I was hitting up everybody. I was hitting up everybody. So everybody that was trying to help me find it and give me ideas, and my daddy who stopped everything he was doing and rushed over there. You guys made it all happen. Okay. So thank God that miracle was pulled off on today, and thank God for Papa, okay, who is our first responder. And we're gonna have a fun week here. He is the passport police. I'm very grateful. Yes, dear.
Papa, if you're watching this, thank God for you.
Thank God for Papa. Made it all happen. So we're gonna relax now this evening and just take the evening to get something to eat, go explore the ship, and just relax. And we will be back next week to show you all the things that we get into, all the fun we're having. We got the GoPro. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Well, we got the GoPro. Kennedy, you gonna wear it? Okay, when you go swimming?
I have a story to tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
So the last time when we were on a cruise boat, I was going in the water slide, and I was wearing my swim cap, and my swim cap completely just slid off.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, well.
So
We got better ones this year. They make the swim caps now for the girlies with long hair, or braids, or dreads, and so it's like tight around here, but it's bigger back here so that they have space for their hair. So that's on Amazon, okay? I'll have to drop a link or however that works. But it's the best. It's the best if you have braids or dreads or long hair. So anyway, we gotta go and just continue to thank God that he pulled off a miracle, okay? So that's signing off for the Haynes. Say bye, guys. Bye, guys. We'll see you next week. Say bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.
How old are you now? 25?
Listen, am I 42? I'm 42, right? I thought I was 42 all year. So I'm very excited that I'm not turning 43. I'm turning 42.
I am shocked. Listen, we may not be blood, but we're related because I do that every year. How old am I? You don't know how old I'm like, well,
I forget. It just starts to blend together.
At least I've got an excuse. Mine's at Christmas at the end of the year.
It's a lot going on. I just don't really document it. And you got to think, Mari, you don't ever have to say how old you are. So it's like you get no practice. Nobody asked me that. So I just don't think about it. I don't think about it. And so I think what else? So I get to be 42 for the second year. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
Just go back to 24.
That's right. That's right.